What's up YouTube, back here again with another video, and today I just wanted to talk and give my opinions on the Qx7 and the X-lite, the Frsky Qx7 and the Taranis X-lite. I got these two transmitters here and I was just looking at them and you know, in my head I'm trying to work it out, so I figured, hey, why not put the camera on and try to work this out with you guys, and maybe I can help you out making a decision if you're trying to buy one of these or switch or whatever you got kind of going on in your own mind. Now, where do I even want to start? I'm kind of conflicted. I'm very conflicted. Let's just looking at the transmitters, okay? I've had this Qx7 for about a year, so you know, having something for that length of time definitely makes it harder to switch to something else. Okay, that's definitely a big thing. You know, a lot of people get used to what they're using, and a dramatic change like this can affect your flying style, can affect all that stuff. You know, it absolutely can affect it. So, from using this and then picking this guy up, I didn't feel like my flying abilities were affected. I felt like I very naturally moved into this guy and didn't have many issues. You know, I didn't notice, you know, the throw being a little shorter or anything wrong in the gimbals or anything like that. I kind of picked it up. Took me a couple packs, but I adjusted to it pretty well, no problem. Now, last week, I didn't have all my drones switched over onto this. You know, I had them split. I was flying this most of the day, picked this guy up to fly one of my other drones, and I had a hard time flying. I bashed that thing so hard, like I wrecked two motors, the flight controller is done, the camera was done. I just crashed so hard. Now, I'm not going to attribute that directly to this, but I definitely felt awkward switching from these two controllers. I mean, you know, I used this for a very long time, you know, and it feels very natural in my hand, but the throws, for me, I'm a thumber, there's so much space in here. I mean, I always end up like this, you know, and now picking it up now, this feels so big and so much moving area in here versus picking this guy up. I mean, I can hit these so much quicker, right? I mean, it's just way more natural. So as far as feel and flyability, I'm making the switch to this transmitter. If I break it down that simple, I have everything pretty much switched over to this, and that's that. But then I look at them. Just look at these two transmitters. This was a Qx7, then I upgraded the case. It's got the Hall effect gimbals. It's got these nice big fat thumb pads on here. I got a nice LiPo battery. I mean, I spent money on this transmitter, right? Got a nice LiPo in there. We got the kickstand on here. So, you know, I got these 3D printed rings. I got some time and money invested into this, but that aside, to me, this just looks way more attractive. I mean, way more attractive, especially now. And I've customized it, so of course I'm going to find it more attractive. For me, it's more customized. But even in its white shell, I think it looks more attractive to me. But this, I hate this red. Absolutely hate this red color. I'm not a big red color fan. And it's this cheapy matte touch finish, you know, that everything cheap out of China comes in. I much rather have them do this finish. Just this plastic finish right here versus this stupid whatever this is, right? Or like, you know, they got the soft touch here and here, but this, I think they would have been much better. But I wish, even the black's got red trim. Maybe the black would have looked better. Maybe I should have waited, but I got impatient. I didn't want to wait. Where I pre-ordered it from had the red in stock first. I took red. So, you know, I think if your decision is ultimately going to come down to how, you know, if you're a thumb flyer or a pincher, or if you're used to like an Xbox. I mean, this is very natural to an Xbox controller. I mean, it's right there. It's a game controller. It's also got funky battery options, these 18500 batteries. These doors are kind of wimpy. You know, as far as the quality, I think this one's going to last longer. I just do. I feel like these, you know, after twisting them on and off, they're probably going to give out at some point. this case, and then if these give out, you're screwed, because this is your negative polarity for the battery pack. If this case breaks off, it doesn't really matter. You can just tape it and you can still use it. So you won't be screwed. And I feel like this part right here is going to be the first thing that's going to go. Is that replaceable? Probably, but still a pain in the ass. Alright, so we got look, feel. Now functionality, they do exactly the same thing. They have all the same features pretty much. The screen is a whole heck of a lot smaller over here. It's sharper but smaller. This one is, you know, more fuzzy but bigger.
Welcome to OpenTX. Throttle warning. Welcome to OpenTX.
The speaker is much louder over here, much more clear, better quality. This speaker is very grainy, not very loud. Again, that's like, they're like small features. Yeah, I'm gonna have my buddies fly this thing too. At some point, I'm gonna have them fly it, and we'll get their opinions, because they are kind of pinchers, hybrid pinchers. See how they feel. But yeah, I don't know. It's tough. You know, it is tough. This you can put crossfire in at some point. This one, at this point in time, as of today being June, the end of June, the only thing that's really made for this is that the R9M Lite. Oh, man, it's a tough one for me. I'm having a hard time deciding what I want to do. You know, I got time, and you know, I like the way this looks. I spent a lot of time with this transmitter. I'm really liking the way this one feels in my hand and flying it. I mean, I guess flight feel and flight characteristics should take precedence. This is kind of why I switched over to this. But you know, I do like that it's small. It's more compact. It already has the antenna slot here, or the you know, the SMA RPSMA for an antenna already on it, which is nice. Oh boy, man, I'm telling you, this one's tough for me. I think I'm just stuck on the fact that I customized this to my liking, and I've had it for over a year. You know, I got, like I said, I got these 3 printed parts and different things, nice battery. That's why I'm having a hard time saying, yeah, I'm just going to switch over to this guy and use it. Plus the quality. The quality is that other one. I said, I think these are going to break, and I just don't like the look of it. I just don't like this color. And it looks cheap to me. It looks like a cheap toy. This looks like a hobby-grade transmitter. I mean, they're basically the same price. This looks like a hobby-grade transmitter. This looks like a cheap toy that you're going to get with a Simon. But it's not. So it's like, I'm telling you, it's hard. So, you know, that's what you got to think about. If you're trying to buy one of these transmitters, ultimately they're going to do the same thing. You know, the other one big difference I just hit is your trims. If you're flying full airplanes, I wouldn't recommend this, because you got pitch and roll trim right here, and then you have to hit shift
Trim center
to get your yaw and throttle trim. So if you're flying like an airplane and you need to, you know, you need to use 2 hands to fix your rudder trim. So I don't know if, you know, this one you just boop boop bump them as you need, and you still have a little bit of control. You don't need 2 hands to change one thing. So there's that. If you're a video game person and you're mostly comfortable with that, then, you know, it's going to be more ergonomic and more progressive for you to just go right into this X-lite. But if you're an RC person and you're looking to jump into Frsky or upgrade from a FlySky, you know, I still do like this. This is the Qx7. They have the Qx7S, the R9D. You know, that's another transmitter that's been out for a really long time that, you know, is kind of flawless at this point. Everybody knows it works. There's more accessories. Again, this is the end of June 2018. There's more accessories for this. There's nothing out for this. I honestly believe that overall this is going to last. This is a year old. I mean, so think about it. This is already a year old. You know, the only thing that happened to me was this piece broke off, and I had it 3D printed, and now I got another one. So I just had it 3D printed, easy peasy. And even with that off, it doesn't affect the, you know, the ability of using the transmitter. And I like the wheel. I like the wheel much better than this joystick. It works, but the wheel is so much better. So there you go. All right, that's the Taranis X-lite. That's my kind of, I guess my end of the day opinion after using this for a couple weeks. I find myself switching over to this because of how it feels in my hand and how it is flying it, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to sell my Qx7 tomorrow, because I feel like this is going to break. And when it does break, I'll be here to tell you. But when if it does break, if and when and if, my trusted Qx7 will be right there to save the day. There you go. If you got small hands, there you go, right to that. So, anyway, there you go. That's what I got. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.